I walk through mornings I don't recall, with empty hands and heavier thoughts than all. The world kept moving, I stood still inside, a soul too warm to even try. I asked the mirror who I'd become, but it stayed silent like I was no one. And every prayer I tried to send came back like broken wind. But I found the road back to mercy, slow and wide, where my shame couldn't stay alive. You met me there, no turning away, just grace that knew my name that day. Oh, I was lost in my own sea, but you came walking out to me. And every step I couldn't take, you made for my sake. I carried questions with no reply, watched hope dissolve and reason die. I thought my story had reached the end, no way to start again. But something whispered through the night, not loud, not fierce, but pure as light. You are not forgotten here, I am still near. I'm on the road back to mercy, hand in hand with the one who understands. You didn't leave me in the dust, you turned my ruin into trust. Oh, I was drowning in regret, but you were not finished yet. You wrote a new beginning where I stand, in your plan. I thought I had gone too far, beyond return. But then I heard it in the silence of my soul. You were always meant to come home. And I fell apart in the love I couldn't earn. But mercy was the only thing I learned. Oh, I'm on the road back to mercy. I can see it was always leading me. You turned my ashes into flame and gave me back my name. Oh, I was nothing but my pain, but you broke every chain. And now I walk where broken hearts are free, because you carried me. And every step I take is clear, the road back is here. And you are here. And you are here. I woke up in the weight of yesterday, where every hope had lost its way. The morning came, but not for me, just shadows of who I used to be. I tried to stand, but I fell again, like falling was the only friend. And I whispered to the breaking air, is anyone still there? Then even my ashes learned to sing. into sound, lifted me off the ground. Oh, I was buried in my own mistakes, but you called life away, and from the pieces I became, you wrote your name. Oh, you wrote your name. I wore my failure like a second skin, believing I was drowned in sin, and every step away from light just made the darkness feel more right. But then you came without a sound, and love was all I ever found. No anger in your eyes that day, just grace that wouldn't walk away. Now even my ashes learn to sing your name, no longer bound by shame. You turned my ruins into praise, lit up my broken days. Oh, I was nothing I could keep, just a soul too tired to sleep, but you rebuilt what I became in your name. I thought I had reached the end of everything, but then I heard it, softer than the night, stronger than my fear. You are still alive in me. And I fell into a love I didn't understand, held by your unchanging hand. Even my ashes learned to sing your name, and nothing stayed the same. You gave me breath where there was none, until my night was gone. Oh, I was lost, but now I rise with fire in my eyes, and every scar that I proclaim sings your name. Now I know what I couldn't see. Even ashes belong to thee. I walked through days that had no name, just echoes of a life in chains. Every step felt twice as far, like I was falling in the dark. I hid my face from open skies, afraid of truth behind my eyes, and every prayer I tried to say just slipped away. But you met me in the low places, where no one sees, where no grace is. You didn't wait until I was strong. You loved me all along. Oh, I was lost beneath my pride, but you were standing by my side. And in the ruins of my name, you called me back again. I built my walls so high and wide to keep the world and God outside, but loneliness became my home, a kingdom made of stone. Then something broke the silent air, a whisper saying I am there. Not loud enough to shake the ground, but enough to turn me around. You where broken hearts lose all their traces. You didn't turn away from me. You set my spirit free. Oh, I was drowning in my shame, but you still knew my name. And every piece I thought was gone, you built a song. I didn't think you would come this far for someone like me. But then I heard it, like fire in the stillness. You were always worth the reaching. And I fell apart in the arms I didn't deserve, but mercy held me like a holy word. You met me in the low places and turned my scars into graces. You didn't leave me where I fell. You pulled me out of hell. Oh, I was nothing I could save, but you rewrote the grave. And now I live because you came and called my name. Now even the lowest place I go is where your mercy grows. I spent my nights in borrowed fears, counting shadows instead of years. Every breath felt out of place, like time forgot my face. I tried to speak, but words would break, like glass beneath the heavy weight. And I wondered if the sky could see a soul like me. But still the dawn remembers me, even when I cannot see. Light comes back to where I fall and answers every silent call. Oh, I was lost in what I knew, but mercy broke right through and turned the night I couldn't win into morning again. I walked through doubts that never slept, with every promise I had kept, slowly fading into air, like no one cared. But in the quiet something stirred, no thunder, just a living word, saying you are not erased, you are embraced. Still the dawn remembers me, in my weakness I am free. You didn't wait until I healed, you stepped into the unreal. Oh, I was drowning in my past, but you held me fast. And every broken part you see still belongs to thee. I thought I was forgotten, like a story left undone. But then I heard it in the silence before the light. I never forgot you. And I felt where mercy found my name again. And love became my closest friend. Still the dawn remembers me, bringing life where none could be. You turned my ashes into flame and called me by my name. Oh, I was lost, but now I rise with sunrise in my eyes, and every scar that I can see still remembers thee. And every morning I will know the dawn won't let me go. I lost my way in crowded days where even hope just fades away. I wore my pain like second skin and called it life to live within. The world kept spinning, I stood still, too tired to fight, too weak to will. And every prayer I left unsaid echoed in my head. Then the silence breathed my name, soft and holy, still the same. Not in fire, not in storm, but in love that kept me warm. Oh, I was breaking piece by piece, but you spoke me into peace, and every broken part in me was finally seen. I built my truth on shaking ground where nothing real could ever be found. I chased the light, it turned to dust, and even I forgot to trust. But deeper than my darkest thought, a different kind of truth was brought, like water over a desert stone. You are not alone. Still the silence breathed my name, and nothing ever stayed the same. You didn't come to shame or blame, you came to heal my flame. Oh, I was lost in what I knew, but you made all things new, and every tear I couldn't hide you held inside. I thought I'd gone too far, beyond return. But then the silence spoke again, closer than my own heartbeat. You were never far, and I fell into a mercy I couldn't explain, where even my sorrow was calling your name. When the silence breathed my name, it turned my ashes into flame. You lifted me from all I was, just because you love, because I was nothing I could save, but you rolled away the grave, and now I live no longer the same. You called my name, and now I know, and every breath I take, the silence is yours to make. I've been walking with stones in my pockets. Every step feels like sinking sand. The nights are long as unanswered prayers, and I don't even know who I am. The mirror don't speak like it used to, just a shadow staring back at me. Lord, if you're out there in the silence, I'm too tired to even believe. But somewhere in the quiet, I heard my name, like a flame that refused to fade away. Through the wreckage, through the shame, you were calling me again. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. Even lost, I'm never on my own. In the echo of your grace I am found, pulled from the dark into holy ground. I've wrestled with doubt like a demon, sat in ashes of broken prayers. Every why was a heavy burden, every if just a vacant stare. I said, God, if you're really listening, why does the night feel so long? But even my anger was trembling, like a man still holding on. And somewhere in the quiet, I heard my name, like a storm breaking through the rain. Through the fire, through the pain, you were holding me the same. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. Even lost, I'm still brought home. In the echo of your grace I am found. You lift me up when I hit the ground. I remember the night I gave up trying to be strong. I said, Lord, if you're real, I don't have anything left. And in that silence, I thought I was gone. But you said I never left you. You said I carried you through. Every tear I thought was wasted was a prayer I never knew. Now the walls that held my sorrow are trembling into light, and I'm singing through the ruins. I was blind, but now I rise. And in the quiet, I know my name. No more running from the pain. Through the ashes, through the flame, you were with me all the same. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. I am yours, and I'm finally home. In the echo of your grace I am found, forever held, forever crowned. I hear you now in the silence. I hear you now, and I am not alone. I've been counting my sorrows like footsteps on a road that don't lead anywhere. Every burden I carry feels heavier than the answers I'm desperate to hear. My hands are worn like an old confession. My faith is thinner than morning light, and I whisper into the empty ceiling, are you even listening tonight? And I hear you in the stillness call my name, soft as rain, but stronger than my shame. Through the breaking, through the strain, you keep holding me the same. And I fall, but I don't fall apart. You're the keeper of this tired heart. In the quiet where I thought I'd disappear, you were always near. I've tasted the dust of my questions, worn down like a chain on my soul. Every why turned into a canyon, every step felt losing control. I said, Lord, I'm too far gone to find you. If your mercy, why do I feel this cold? But even my breaking was a doorway to a love I never was told. And I hear you in the stillness call my name, like a fire that refuses to be tamed. Through the sorrow, through the rain, you were harder in every pain. And I fall, but I don't fall apart. You are healing what is torn apart. In the quiet where I thought I'd disappear, you were always near. I used to think silence meant absence, like you had turned your face away from me. But now I see, the silence was you waiting for me to stop running. So I lay down every reason, every wound I tried to hide, and I feel your hands of mercy pull me back into the light. No more fighting in the darkness, no more calling out alone. You were never far behind me, you were bringing me back home. And I hear you in the stillness call my name, and I'm not the man I was the same. Through the ashes, through the flame, I am covered by your grace. And I fall, but I don't fall apart. I am held inside your sacred heart. In the quiet where I thought I'd disappear, you were always near. When the night learns my name, it learns I am yours, and I am not alone. I've been carrying mornings like burdens, dragging yesterday through my soul. Every sunrise feels like a question that I no longer control. I've been whispering into the distance, like a man who forgot how to trust. And the world keeps on spinning around me, but I'm fading back into dust. Still I hear the voice that stayed with me when I was nothing but empty. Through the silence, through the sea, you were reaching out for me. And I fall, but I don't fall away. Your love is stronger than my pain. Even when I lose my way in the night, you become my light. I've been haunted by pieces of yesterday, by the weight of the things I regret. Every memory feels like a courtroom where mercy is something I forget. But somewhere beneath all the chaos, there's a heartbeat I cannot deny, like a song that was buried in ashes, still learning how to fly. And I hear still the voice that stayed with me, even when I couldn't see. Through the sorrow, through the grief, you are closer than belief. And I fall, but I don't fall away. You are holding me today. Even when I lose my way in the night, you become my light. I thought you left. I thought I had gone too far this time. But then I heard it again, calling me back. You said I'd never move from your side. You said I'd never let you go. Even in your deepest valley, I was the one who carried your soul. Now the chains are turning to silence, and the shadows start to flee. I was never truly falling. You were falling over me. And I still hear the voice that stayed with me. Now I finally believe. Through the ashes, through the sea, you are everything I need. And I fall, but I don't fall away. I am yours. become my light. You stayed, and I am yours. I wore my silence like a second skin, hiding every place I'd fallen in. The world kept turning, I stayed behind, lost in the corners of my mind. I tried to pray, but words fell through like broken glass I couldn't use. And I thought you'd turn away from me, like I turned away so easily. But still you stayed when I let go. When I was drifting far below, you didn't leave me in the dark I made. You met me there, unafraid. Oh, I was nothing I could trust, but you turned ashes into dust and breathed your life into my pain. You called my name again. I walked through nights that never ended, with every hope I'd ever mended. Now torn apart by my own hand, I couldn't even understand why love would reach into this mess, why mercy wouldn't just forget. But every step I tried to take, you were the ground I couldn't shake. Still you stayed when I was gone, when I forgot how to hold on. You didn't change when I fell apart, you still believed in my heart. Oh, I was broken, far from grace, but you never left that place. You turned my sorrow into song and made me strong. I don't deserve this, I know I don't, after everything I've done. But then I felt it, like light through cracked stone. You were never meant to carry this alone. And I broke right there, in the mercy I feared. But love didn't leave, it stayed right here. Still you stayed, through all my shame, through every lie I couldn't tame. You rewrote every failure into praise. You never turned away your face. Oh, I was lost, but now I see you never stopped loving me. You are the reason I remain. Still you stayed, and now I know in every breath I take, love doesn't break, it stays. I built my life on fragile ground, watched it crumble without a sound. Every plan I made turned into dust, every promise lost its trust. I walked through halls of my regret, with every door still swinging yet. And I thought the night had won my name, that even heaven felt the same. But I saw light in my ruins, breaking through, not from me but only you. You stepped into the mess I made, and every shadow started to fade. Oh, I was lost in what I'd done, but you called me beloved one, and turned the ashes I became into something that bears your name. I try to run from what I am, from every scar and broken plan, but you were closer than my fear, whispering, I am still here. Even when I cursed the night, even when I lost the fight, you never changed your heart for me. You stayed the same eternally. There was light in my ruins, soft and true. It was always coming from you. You didn't leave me in the storm. You held me there and kept me warm. Oh, I was drowning in my pride, but you pulled me to your side. And in the wreckage of my name, you called me out again. I thought I had destroyed everything, even myself. But then I heard it, deep inside the broken stone of me. You are still part of my story. And I felt where nothing in me could pretend, and mercy became my closest friend. There is light in my ruins, shining still, stronger than my broken will. You made a temple from my fall. You turned my nothing into all. Oh, I was lost, but now I see you were always rescuing me. And every scar that I retain now sings your name. In every broken piece I find, you were the light all this time. I learned the shape of heavy days, the taste of prayers that fade away. I counted every fault I own, like I was meant to walk alone. The night was long, the road was thin, and every answer turned within. I whispered to the empty air, but found no comfort anywhere. But I was carried by the same hands that hold the ocean, shake the sands. Even when I couldn't stand, you held me still. Through every broken willow, I was sinking far too deep, but you reached down into my grief and pulled me out of what I became, into your name. Oh, I wore my guilt like burning stone, believing I was on my own, and every step just made it clear. I built my prison out of fear, but something holy broke the night. A quiet voice, a thread of light, saying you don't have to hide. understand why you would still want me. But then I heard it, like thunder in my soul, gentle and strong. I never stopped, and I broke right there. No strength to pretend, just a God who wouldn't let my story end. I am carried by the same hands that understand what no one can. You turned my ending into grace and gave me back my place. Oh, I was nothing I could say, but you rolled back the grave, and now I live because I'm known, and I'm not alone. Still I feel it when I breathe. Those hands still carry